Hello and welcome to the final game of the 2014 FIFA AFC Wimbly Womblys. You have found yourself at Wembley Stadium for the Champions League final. This is it, the greatest club competition in England, and we are in the final. It's unbelievable. Bald John Green, his beautiful husband, other John Green, their beautiful baby JJ for John. I mean, they've been with this team all the way up from League 2 to League 1 to the Championship to the Premier League to the Champions League, and here we are, champions of England, reigning champions of England, not you, Chelsea, owned by a billionaire, not Manchester City, owned by a billionaire, not Tottenham, which have ham in their title, not Liverpool, not Manchester United. No, AFC Wimbledon. Tiny AFC Wimbledon, owned by their fans, worked their way up through the leagues from the 9th tier all the way to the Premier League. Now you're champions of England and your Champions League finalists up against Chelsea, their London rivals. And today we have a chance to etch our names in history. We didn't get to celebrate. We didn't get the blue and yellow confetti after we became champions of England. It was too close. But today we can. Today, if we win this game, we will see the confetti, the blue and yellow confetti fall from Wembley Stadium. So it all comes down to this. This is also our sad but happy goodbye to the FIFA 14 AFC Wimbledon Wembley Womblys. We know that they will continue. This is a big multiverse in which we find ourselves. So many possibilities are happening all at once. But the universe that we live in, the timeline that we follow, that timeline, oh God, what happened, Meredith? Why? Why am I so close to the action? Okay, it's over. The timeline that we follow, the Wimbly Womblys follow, these Wimbly Womblys follow, is coming to an end, and we are going to be moving on to FIFA 16. But the FIFA 14 Wimbly Womblys will continue in their own world, and will, of course, continue, hopefully, to be very successful. And certainly we've given them every opportunity to do so. That's potentially a corner kick. If we can just dribble out of bounds. Perfect. All right. I hope Bald John Green isn't taking this corner kick. Meredith! What did I tell you about Bald John Green taking corner kicks? You're a terrible assistant coach. You'll be lucky if you don't get fired before the AFC Wimbledon Wimbly Womblys come in for their for FIFA 16. John Green, nope. I don't care who takes those corner kicks. I care who takes these. Where's Correa? Yes, Correa should take them. All right, here we go, Meredith. It's Correa. Bald John Green, he's in there. He's in the mix. Oh! Not a good header. Maybe that's another corner kick. Did it go Zuma? Yes, it is another corner kick. Get in there, Bald John Green. Get in the action. Oh, Bald John Green was on the ball, but Thibaut Courtois was a little bit closer to it. Anyway, it's just, look, regardless of the outcome of this game, we made it all the way to the Champions League final. We're Premier League champions. But as I told the guys before the game, you know, you want to go out a winner, and this is the biggest club competition in the world. And it would, how much would it mean to our fans and to everybody who's cared about this club for so many years to win the Champions League? It would mean everything. I mean, it would be an astonishing turn of events. Do not take that ball back. Oh, my God. Typical bad refereeing. Champions League is famous for it because they got a bunch of European referees from the continent who don't know the game. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Amankwa. Meredith, I will say that if we find ourselves in a situation where we have one last substitution to make, I think we know who's coming off and who's coming on. Amankwa's coming off. He's allergic to grass. He's been a great keeper for us. And the man who's coming on. Oh, Kelvin is fast! And it forces Thibaut Courtois into a save. The man who's coming on is Seb Brown, who's responsible for us being in FIFA in the first place. There would be no AFC Wimbledon FIFA if Seb Brown hadn't saved those 2 penalties to send Wimbledon into the Football League. Get there! Oh! The dagger! The dagger! Will he be remembered as the Champions League winning goal? The dagger finds his way into a little bit of space and proves why he was the best summer pickup aside from Correa in Wimbly Wombly history. Look at Ball John Green, 37 years old, still running like a young man. That's beautiful to see. We're up 1-0 on Chelsea Football Club in the Champions League final. I mean, what a beautiful world. I almost want to sing about it. You know, I love being alive. How grateful are we for this little stretch of consciousness that we have been gifted with? And how lucky am I that you have chosen to share part of it with these pixelated Wimbly Womblys? Do not give up a goal in that situation, Zuma. It's H. Walter White. H. Walter White, the beautiful, H. Walter White again on the ball. And that's a good ball. That's a good ball. John Green not as fast as he used to be. It's all right, though. Everything is good. Just got to take a deep breath. We're in the 39th minute. We're up 1-0 thanks to a goal from the Dagger. Okay, come on. Focus. That's good. John McClain. Oh, gosh. Another time where Kelvin just is not quite fast enough. Meredith, I feel kind of like sick to my stomach from just being overwhelmed with emotion. I can't believe I'm saying goodbye to all of these players. This is it. This is the end. You know, I mean, they're going to have different lives now. They're going to move on. They're going to be different men. I can only hope that I've had a good effect on them, you know. I can only hope that when they look back and they think of me as someone, you know, who overall was a positive impact on them, because they certainly have been a very positive impact on me. I mean, we're going to win, Meredith. We're going to win. Kelvin just got in the way, as he likes to do, and we're going to win the Champions League. Oh, my God. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Obviously, we could give up 2 goals to Chelsea. They're an intimidating club, but we've had a great defensive record this season, and 2 goals in the first half. I don't even know what to say. I am genuinely on the verge of tears. I mean, we've come so long with this club. And here we are at Wembley Stadium in front of 95,000 people. Just a little club from South London. And look at us. The Dagger finds some space. Kelvin finds some space. Everybody's been criticizing Kelvin all season long, saying he hasn't lived up to the hype. But in that moment, he certainly did. And look at that. We may have had less of the possession, but we've had more of the goals. And we're going to make a halftime substitution so that we can welcome back. And I know Amankwa will support this wholeheartedly. We can welcome back for one last half of football Seb Brown, the young man without whom we wouldn't even be in this game, let alone on the edge of the Champions League final. Seb Brown saved 2. I tell you all the time, he saved 2 penalties against Luton Town to send us into the Football League in the first place, and then saved 2 penalties against Manchester City to secure us our first FA Cup as AFC Wimbledon. Help us relive those glory days, beating Liverpool in the FA Cup final back in the days of the Crazy Gang. And now we've added our own chapter to the extraordinary history of football in Wimbledon. We're 2-0 up on the richest club in the world, Chelsea Football Club, with a brilliant opportunity to be champions of Europe. One last in our last game as the FIFA 14 Wimbly Womblys. The one thing we can't do in this situation is give up a goal, but Kurt Zuma is going to see to it that we don't, if at all possible. And now John McClane's on the ball. He was so good in Die Hard. You know, he's people say, oh, it was all Bruce Willis. I say it was all John McClane. And it was almost beautiful. The only thing that we'd wish for, and you can't even really wish for another goal for Ball John Green, because Ball John Green has had, he had the opportunity to score a goal in the game against Queen Park Rangers that secured for us the pass the Ball John Green. He scored for us in the game that won us the Premier League to be Premier League champions, FA Cup champions, and European champions in the same year. I mean, we're just AFC Wimbledon. You know, we have a stadium right now that seats 9,000 people. The real AFC Wimbledon is a stadium that only seats 5,000. But hopefully they're going to have a chance to bring home their club to Plough Lane, to their historic home And hopefully we'll be a part of that with the FIFA 16 Wimbly Womblys. One thing I am excited about, Meredith, is that the FIFA 16 Wimbly Womblys, we'll get to see DFTBA on their jerseys. That's pretty freaking cool. But for now, we're saying goodbye to a team that's accomplished extraordinary things. Right now, it's all on the strength of goals from Dagger. And you know what, Seb? Take a bow. Take a second, Seb. Yes. Dribble. Dribble out. Just take a... Oh, Seb, that was too many seconds. Oh, boy, I used the X button, Meredith. It was a desperate situation. I was trying to give Seb Brown a moment, and I had to use the X button. The situation called for it, and I did it. I did the right thing. Oh, is it going to be Ball John Green to Key? Oh, off the post. Ball John Green with it. He saw Key, and Key, he's more of a assist man than a finisher, and he showed it there. We got 28 minutes left in this season, 18 minutes left in this season, and boy, Seb Brown almost ended his career with the Wimbly Womblys with a huge mistake, but it's all going to work out fine. We're going to do it, Meredith. We're going to be champions of Europe and as well as champions of England. It's the most extraordinary season we could have ever asked for. And now we get to go and play with a whole new bunch of guys. We'll be back in League Two, of course, as the real AFC Wimbledon often points out in comments. If you're a longtime fan, you'll know that the real AFC Wimbledon often comments on these videos, and they point out that the skill level in real football is the difficulty level is quite a bit harder than professional level difficulty in FIFA. But I believe that one day I will live to see the real AFC Wimbledon in this very moment right here. Get there, Ball John Green. Get to that ball. Get to that score. Oh! 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 Let's sing it one last time. I have no voice. I have nothing left. Ball John Green, John Green. He gives it all for the team. Upon his mustache we're keen. Ball John Green, John Green. How could it end any other way than with a massive, massive goal from Ball John Green? Still marauding. He's a marauder. He's still going. Ball John Green still on the ball. Ball John Green. Oh, are you kidding me? Ball John Green. Oh, do the robot. Ball John Green with 2 goals. 2 goals in the last 10 minutes of the Champions League final. And we're not just going to win. We're going to win in a rout. We're going to win in a humiliating defeat for Chelsea. Oh, my God. AFC Wimbledon. Stand up if you own your club. Stand up if you own your club. Stand up if you own your club. Sit down if you stole your club. Stand up if you own your club. Oh, it's beautiful. Everything is beautiful. Nothing hurts. This is your Wimbly Womblys saying farewell with a massive 4-0 victory. European champions. England champions, champions of the FA Cup. Suck it, Chelsea. We got something your billions can't buy, and that's heart. Seb Brown, who saved 2 penalties against Luton Town to send us into the Football League, rises all the way up through the leagues to find out what it's like to be champions of Europe, to play in front of 110,000 adoring fans. Everything is beautiful and nothing hurts. The dagger with the opening goal, and then it was Kelvin, and we thought that was maybe enough. Maybe that was all that we were going to get. But no, to say goodbye to FIFA 14, Bald John Green with 2 goals in 4 minutes. We bow before you, Wimbly Wombly fans. Google AFC Wimbledon. Become members of the Dons Trust so that you can follow the real life club. They will make you feel as good as this moment has made you feel. Look at that. Beautiful. The fireworks are everywhere. They're in the stadium. There it is. There it is. the Champions League trophy. I'm almost in tears. We're saying goodbye to the FIFA 14 AFC Wimbledon Wombley Womblys. But what a way to say goodbye with a 4-0 victory for John Green, Seb Brown, and the Wimbly Womblys. Thank you for watching. Thanks for supporting this team. I'm sorry that my voice is completely gone. AFC Wimbledon, best wishes!